As you know, my name's Sequoia Haraguchi. I'm the founder of Innovation International and the If You Can Dream Foundation. And so I'm here at the Innovation International Hour at Gift, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. And so we have a lot of special guests here who are also going to be presenting specific parts of the presentation. And so, first of all, what is Innovation International? So it's basically, it's done today, basically only focuses on theories and just experiments, but we propose to include other parts into STEM, like to make environmental protection solutions, implement prototypes, and think about community needs. And so how does Innovation International work? So first of all, we do our research, and then once we figure out what problem we want to solve, we start making the prototype, and then we start sharing it to...
I just ask you to stay on mute until Nicole calls you, okay? Could you please stay on mute until Nicole calls you? Okay, continue, Nicole.
Thank you. So after we finish the prototype, we start sharing and improving, like here at Gift, and then we can go to competitions to validate if these prototypes actually help with the community, and then we can go to get grants and funds to continue and this process. So we usually focus on students in need or students with special needs. And so our focus today is to talk about environmental protection solutions on land, air, water, and space, and we'll show the developed and in development solutions. So here are some of the land developed solutions. The first one is the sustainable food production. I started this in 2022, and here at Gift actually, and Gift actually helped me improve and with my solution, and with your guys' help, we were able to reach 20 plus awards and first place at the National Space Society. So thank you so much. And the next step in land category is that this solution, I was able to share the sustainable foods production system with the Tagaytay City Special Education Center in the Philippines for students with special needs. And then the solution also was published as a book, which I am very grateful for, and it's very well done. And so thank you so much. And you can, that was from the West Paraná State University in Brazil. So these are some solutions in development in the category land. The first one is Light Up My World, which is basically an LED. It's for students who are in need of, for example, there are some countries that there's a bunch of natural disasters, and they sometimes don't have enough light, or they need to study and they can't study because it's in the dark or nighttime. So I want to provide these students with an LED lamp with a solar panel kit. So not only that they have light, but they also learn about solar energy. And so we are in development right now. So we're just waiting for grants to be delivered so we can be able to send this out to students. So I want to ask our special guest, Maxwell, to talk about his experience in this.
Okay. Maxwell, if you could unmute.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You can.
Okay, so my name is Maxwell, and I'm STEM facilitator for Greater Grace Child and Youth Development Center. For electricity in Ghana, we are facing a lot of challenges. And when students closes from school and get home to do their assignment and even prepare for their examination, sometimes it becomes a challenge, very, very tedious and very, very challenging. That is where Innovation International came in to part on this energy-saving lamp, which is solar product. And we distributed it to two of our students, that is Felix and Hannah. And we had a great feedback from, positive feedback from their parents, and then alongside teachers along. So even as they have the lamp, as they are using and they slide out, students around them come and then study with them because he's having a light. Hannah, on the other hand, the mother told me that when Hannah finishes using the lamp to solve his home assignment, whenever there is light out, the family uses as a domestic purposes. So it means that for education, we shouldn't play with education. And this is solving an educational problem. And when it happens like that, students lose confidence in studying. And with the provision of the light, it has brought hope to our students. We're encouraging whoever is watching us to support this massive project that will enhance educational environment. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Maxwell, for talking about your experience. That was very, very well said. Thank you so much. And so we're going on to our next category, which is air. And these are some of the developed solutions. So I want to ask Swasti on her developed solution on the air conditioner, sustainable air conditioner. So Swasti.
Thank you. My name is Swasti Timande, and I'll be talking about the sustainable solid-state air conditioner. You might wonder, why is the air conditioners that we use currently today, why aren't they sustainable? Well, first of all, this is mainly because they use hydrofluorocarbons, or HFCs, as a liquid refrigerant for cooling, which harms the environment. And although it doesn't harm the ozone layer like CFCs used to, they still harm the environment and are 12,400 times more potent than carbon dioxide. Additionally, HFC emissions today are equivalent to 4% of the total carbon dioxide emissions. So there must be a better way. This is why we present to you the solid-state sustainable air conditioner. As you can see here in the diagram that is shown under where it says technology, that's the elastocaloric cooling cycle. Additionally, you can see the proposed prototype of the solid-state air conditioner over here, which is mainly powered by the elastocaloric material and shape memory alloys such as nickel titanium, or with cost reduction solutions such as copper-based alloys. Additionally, it's powered by the actuator, which controls whether there should be pressure applied or removed off of the elastocaloric material to control and reach the desired temperature. For example, if heat is introduced to the solid-state air conditioning system and you need to reach a cooler temperature, then pressure will be removed off of the elastocaloric material so that the temperature around it can become cooler and you can reach the desired temperature.
Thank you so much, Swasti, for your presentation. That was amazing. Thank you. And so we're going on to same category, air, but these solutions are in development. So am I able to play this one?
You should be, Nicole. Click on the play button.
want to ask Michaela to talk about this slide here on sustainable nuclear energy.
Thank you very much, Nicole. A pleasant day to all of you. I am Cheska Michaela from the Philippines, and I am truly honored to be here as one of your special guests for this Innovation International R. Before I dive in, I want to give full credits to Nicole, of course. The vision for this project, sustainable nuclear energy, is entirely hers. And as a strategic consultant for this submission, my role was to act as a sounding board, providing feedback and helping refine the narrative for the 2025 to 2026 World of 8 billion international video contest. It has been an incredible experience supporting Nicole's leadership as she tackled one of the most complex challenges facing our global population today. What resonated with me most during our feedback sessions is how timely this project is. Globally, we are at the turning point where 8 billion people need reliable, always on clean energy to combat climate change. Here in the Philippines, this conversation is particularly vital. We are an archipelago where energy security and the high cost of electricity are daily challenges for our communities. By exploring alternatives like thorium and helium 3, we are highlighting solutions that prioritize safety and long term sustainability, factors that are crucial for a disaster resilient nation like ours. We aren't just talking about power in this, we are talking about a safer way to empower our growing economy without compromising the environment. In my suggestions, I encourage us to look at this not just as a physics or science project, but as a shift in mindset. In this slide, this represents that shift, moving away from the old fears of the past toward the innovations of tomorrow. Whether it's a whether it is an intrinsic safety of thorium or the frontier potential of helium 3, this project proves that sustainable energy isn't just a dream, but a design choice. Thank you again for having me here, and it has been a privilege to contribute to this vision. And I am excited for everyone to see how sustainable nuclear energy can truly power our shared future. Back to you, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Michaela. I'm so happy you're here to talk about this. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. And so, next category is water, and these are some of the developed solutions that we have. This is the seaweed to bioplastic. So,
Nicole, before hitting on play here, you have to share the audio.
oh, okay. So sorry.
Yes, no problem.
I'm gonna stop sharing real quick so I can be able to share the audio.
Yep.
Oh, let's see.
Hi, my name's Nicole from St. Augustine in the United States.
Hello, I'm Swasti Timande from Columbus, Indiana, USA.
Hi, my name is Davi from Vitoria City in Brazil.
Plastics are a real problem affecting our waterways. Since it is very difficult to decompose, plastics remain in the landfills and waterways for a long time. We also noticed the invasion of sargassum in the beaches of the Caribbean and Florida. We put two problems together and we decided to create a biodegradable plastic from sargassum. We've solved these two problems to help preserve the environment at the same time. This is our experiment on how we turned seaweed into bioplastics. And as you can see here, I'm using agar-agar powder, which is the gelatin part of the seaweed. I am heating 300 milliliters of water right here. And I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of agar-agar powder into the water. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of glycerol. and mix it. And just for fun, I'm going to add some food coloring. And mix. I cooled down the mixture for a bit, and now I'm going to pour it on this tray to dry it outside. Now we're going to leave this out here to dry and make it turn into bioplastics. So this is the bioplastic after drying it out in the sun. And so as you can see, it's a bit crumpled, but if you have the right materials, it would be flat. But I didn't have those materials, so it's kind of like this. But I'm going to show you how sturdy this is by using this jar of pickles and placing it on top of the bioplastic and lifting it up. As you can see, it does not break easily. I will also use this water to show you it will not dissolve under this. So as I can pour it on the bioplastics and stir it around. As you can see, it does not turn into a liquid, and it's still bioplastics. My teammate from Vitoria City, Brazil, is researching similar seaweeds in her area. Thank you so much for listening.
Hello, okay. So I want to ask our guests, Gustavo and Davi, to talk about the seaweed to bioplastic solution and their research on it. And yeah, are they here?
Yes, Gustavo is here. Gustavo, can you start?
Sim, estou aqui.
You can talk about your experience.
Bom dia. Meu nome é Luiz Gustavo Gomes, sou professor de autoestabilidade e superdotação. Você está me vendo, Ricardo?
Eu estou conseguindo ouvir e vê-lo também.
Está me vendo?
Eu estou conseguindo te ver.
Ah, tá, porque eu não estou me vendo aqui, o meu ângulo.
Tudo bem.
Eu sou professor de autoestabilidade e superdotação da Escola Irmã Maria Horta, de Vitória, Espírito Santo, Brasil. Estou aqui para falar sobre a relevância do nosso projeto científico, que é a criação de bioplásticos a partir de algas marinhas do litoral capixaba que estamos realizando, que envolve proteção ambiental e sustentabilidade. Quer traduzir?
Pode continuar, eu traduzo no final.
Ok. Em parceria com a Innovation International, estamos tendo ótimos resultados, um impacto significativo aqui no Brasil, onde já concedemos várias entrevistas para emissoras de TV, sites. Inclusive, nós recebemos uma menção honrosa da Prefeitura Municipal de de Vitória, aqui do estado do Espírito Santo, e em reconhecimento, né, dos nossos jovens talentos, que são Nicole Haraguchi, Davi, Gisto e Swasti. Nós estamos muito felizes com os resultados. Isso é muito importante para esses jovens tão talentosos e que estão fazendo diferencial no mundo, né? Através dos estudos deles. Estamos avançando a tecnologia para proteger o meio ambiente. Gostaria de estar agradecendo.
So Gustavo is a professor at the school we're working with in Vitoria, Brazil. And he is doing a great job there in Brazil, especially when it comes to having the information about this project that you just talked about on bioplastics into the media there in Brazil. So he advertised this project that went into TV broadcast, went into the print newspaper, it went into the online news. And he is also received, in the name of everyone here, the motion of applause from the government of Vitoria city in Brazil. So this is a great acknowledgement of the government, basically telling us that we are on the right track and we're helping the Brazilian economy and the Brazilian community with the bioplastic project. He is congratulating all participants for all this work that has been done. Thank you. Obrigado, Gustavo. Eu vou pedir ao Davi que também fale sobre a sua experiência no projeto. Davi, você está presente?
Sim, estou presente.
Okay, Davi is going to talk about his experience on the project also. Davi is a partner with Nicole and Swasti on this project. Davi, é com você.
Tá me ouvindo? Vocês estão conseguindo me ouvir?
Tô ouvindo.
Direito?
Sim,
Tá, pode começar a falar?
pode.
Eu tô achando essa experiência muito boa, né? Que através, né, desse projeto que a gente está fazendo de transformar algas marinhas em bioplástico, é muito bom, porque através disso a gente consegue, né, ajudar o meio ambiente, que, né, no mundo aí tem muitas pessoas que estão, em vez de ajudar o meio ambiente, estão estragando o meio ambiente. E através disso eu consigo perceber que eu estou conseguindo ajudar o meio ambiente e também não só o meio ambiente, mas o planeta todo.
Obrigado, Davi. So Davi said that he's very happy to work on this project because he's learning a whole bunch of new information, especially when it comes to protecting the environment. And this is so important on a time when there's not everybody is thinking about protecting the environment in our planet. So he's very grateful to be working in a project where we're focusing on bioplastics and ways to save the environment. Thank you very much. Obrigado, Davi. Back to you, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Gustavo and Davi, for talking about their experience on seaweed to bioplastic, and thank you so much for being here today. So the next category is water, and these are some of the solutions in development.
Nicole, we're going to jump this one because we're not going to have time to show this video since we have a more people to participate with their report. So let's jump this slide and go to the next one.
Okay, no worries.
Yes.
So the next one is the space in development, which one of these is I'm working together with a team on a STEM experiment of testing the radiation and germination, the radiation effects on germination and growth rates of plants, seeds, and this is the team that I'm working on, and a bunch of special guests are here to talk about their experience on the STEM experiment with NASA and Cubes in Space. So are they here today to talk about it?
Maxwell, you're the first one. Could you talk? Let me ask for the team from Brazil first, then Ana Clara, could you talk about... Ana Clara, você poderia falar para o pessoal?
Sim,
O
sure.
seu depoimento?
Sure. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for being here today. This project has been an incredible experience in my life. Every day, we learn new things and face new challenges. Working with science and innovation in a real way has inspired me to keep learning and growing. This experience showed me that knowledge can change our future. I'm very excited about what is ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Obrigado, Ana Clara. I will ask Joyce to also express her experience in this project. Joyce? Você está
Sim.
ótimo. Pode começar, Joyce.
Participating in this project is being an incredible experience. What I'm enjoying the most is the opportunity to dive deep in subjects I love, such as STN and innovation, but in real scenario. Every day, we are learning new things, like how to solve complex problems with Einstein 4 cm3. It's hard, but it's very good to work with what we really like and see our ideas take shape. Let's test our limits and see how far our curiosity can take us. I'm very excited about what I had. Thank you.
Obrigado, Joyce. Thank you very much, Joyce. We're going to ask for the team from Ghana also to speak. The first one, I'm going to invite Felix Kojo to speak. Felix, are you on? I don't see you on this list. Felix, are you on?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Felix, you can
Yes,
start.
please.
We can hear you, Felix. You can start.
Okay, sir. My name is Felix, and I had the opportunity to participate with the Global Innovation Field Team. Okay. My name is Felix. I had the opportunity to participate with the Global Innovation Field Team, where I presented on cubes in space. As I took part in this project, I experienced that it isn't rocket or spacecraft alone can transport seed to space. Now I've gotten to know that space balloons can also transport astronauts or seeds to space. Also with the current project, I wasn't familiar to the word radiation. Now I know that radiation is the is the energy from the sun. Most exciting part of our journey was realizing that young people like George and Felix can contribute to big ideas which can shape the future. It has motivated Felix and George to take their studies in science and technology more seriously. Thank you.
Thank you, Felix. I would like to ask also George Smith to talk also. George, are you on? Yes, George, you can start.
Hello. Okay. So my name is George, and I am proud to be part of the Innovation International Field Team. During our research on solar radiation in space, I got to know that solar radiation consists of ultraviolet rays, and these are the invisible rays that can damage our skin and eyes. And also, sun. Okay. And I also got to know that the importance of protection from solar radiation. It controls extreme heat from the sun, and it also prevents damage to satellites and electronics. So teamwork played a big role in our activities, and I learned how important it is to listen, share ideas, and support one another. I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and I thank my parents, teachers, organizers for making this possible. So thank you.
Thank you very much, George. Can I ask Maxwell? Maxwell, are you still on? Maxwell, are you still on?
Hello.
Yes, Maxwell,
Yeah,
you
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You can talk about your experience in the project with your 2 students.
Okay, so first of all, I am much grateful to Innovation International for giving us this opportunity. And then there again, I am also much grateful to our school, that is Greater Grace Child Development Center, for supporting us through the research and what have you. In fact, I was focusing on robotics and that is coding and robotics. But now with this project, I have gotten love for science to be part of what I do as a STEM coach. And I have really, really learned a lot with the help of the research questions that do come to us for us to go through. My children or my student has been a lovely student. Even when I'm asleep, they come to me, they come and wake me up for us to go and sit down and then do researches or questions that has been sent to us to do research on. It has improved their team, improved their academic forces. So with this, I am much grateful to everyone who supported us in this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Maxwell. Back to you, Nicole.
Thank you so much, everyone, and our special guests for sharing their experiences. I'm very grateful that we are all here today and here working together for this STEM experiment with NASA. And thank you so much, everyone. And so these are some of the solutions in development in the category of space. So this was the Earth magnet pole reversal. So about 42,000 years ago, Earth temporarily reversed its magnetic poles, and so this means that. Sorry. So during this event, the Earth's magnetic field dropped drastically, and the event lasted for about 800 years. And so maybe this answered this question why there was a bunch of cave prints around increasing at this time. Would this been the event causing the extinction of the Neanderthals? Does this contribute to the Pleistocene extinction event? So these are the topics that we are initiating to research study with NASA to try to forecast the next magnetic pole reversal. Because this means whenever the Earth magnetic pole reverses, that would send out a huge amount of radiation from the sun. So it would be good that we would research more about this to try to find out when this next magnetic pole reversal will happen. So here, if time permits, do you have enough time?
Yeah, we do. You can continue.
So I want our special guests to talk about the visit to NASA, the National Kennedy Space Center. So Gustavo, can you talk about this one?
Gustavo, você está presente. Nós pediríamos que você falasse sobre a sua experiência na visita à NASA que você fez em Cape Canaveral.
Oi, sim, foi uma experiência maravilhosa, uma oportunidade única, numa parceria entre a Innovation International, Governo do Estado do Espírito Santo, Escola Irmã Maria Horta, uma imersão à tecnologia. Tivemos uma experiência maravilhosa entre simuladores espaciais, tudo que há de mais tecnológico. Eu trouxe várias experiências para passar para os alunos, né? De como foi, um impacto também no aprendizado cultural. Foi maravilhoso, né? Estar presente, poder oportunizar um aluno de estar dentro do parque da NASA, tendo experiência, foi uma oportunidade única. Gostaria muito de agradecer. Foi maravilhoso. Muito obrigado.
Okay, I'm going to translate what Gustavo just said. Obrigado, Gustavo, pela sua participação. Eu vou fazer a tradução agora. So Gustavo is the professor of the school that we are working with in Vitoria, Brazil. And he basically did a great job integrating our project, not only into the curriculum of the school, but he also provided ways to advertise that project in the media, in the government, in the school. So all these gave us the possibility not only to have an additional motion of applause from the government of Brazil, and this was the second time we received a motion of applause, one for the bioplastics and one for this space project with NASA. But it also provided the capabilities for Gustavo to come with one student here in Florida to visit NASA in Cape Canaveral. So what Gustavo just said is that he's very grateful that he had this opportunity to come here in Florida. It was his first trip abroad, and him and the students that came with him, they really had a great experience visiting the NASA facilities in Cape Canaveral, and he learned a lot that he is now using it to basically educate the students that he has in the school there in Irmã Maria Horta School in Brazil. So this was really a great work in which he integrated our project not only into the school, but also into the community, into the government, and that resulted in the possibility of them really coming here and visiting NASA. So Nicole helped basically taking them to NASA, while the trip was paid by the government of Brazil. So thank you very much, Gustavo.
Só mais uma coisinha, Ricardo. Posso
Yes.
complementar só um pouquinho?
Yes, of course.
Graças a essa oportunidade, nossa aluna Bárbara, ela ganhou uma bolsa de estudos, que ela já se formou no ensino médio, e agora ela está estudando fazendo um curso que ela ganhou. Nós somos convidados para fazer palestra em faculdades, fomos convidados por uma rede de TV para dar entrevista também, de dizer como foi nossa experiência, e só tenho a agradecer. Eu sei que a Bárbara era uma menina tímida e hoje ela se tornou uma grande palestrante, incentivando outros jovens a seguir o caminho dos estudos e se dedicarem mais.
Obrigado, Gustavo. Eu vou fazer a tradução. So Gustavo said that this was very, very important for the student, Barbara, who worked with us in the NASA project, basically going through the process that Nicole just described. But on top of that, the experience that she acquired transformed her from a shy student in Vitoria to a student today that is able now to do a presentation anywhere. They have done presentations live on TV. They have done presentations in other schools, and she also received a scholarship for her to basically study on high level school there in Brazil. All those that came from this project that initiated here in Brazil between his school in Maria Horta in Vitoria, Brazil, and Innovation International. So this is a great example of how Innovation International is affecting other people's lives, other than all the other ones that you have heard from this presentation. So thank you very much, Gustavo.
Thank you.
Gustavo. Okay, so back to you, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Gustavo, and thank you so much for your support, and thank you for being here to talk about your experience. And so, do we have enough time to talk?
Yeah, we do. You can continue with everything until the end.
Okay, so these are some of the community developed events. So one of these was the Innovation International organization supported the Tagaytay City Character Parade, which was providing these students awards. And as you can see, this event had more than 1,000 participants, which you can see in the photo. It was incredible. And so continuing on, these are the community of solutions and events that are in development right now. And so this is the Innovation International are supporting Champions for Champions, which is a school for students with special needs, on their 2026 International UniversAbility Pageant in Ocala, Florida. So this is in development right now, and we'll are getting ready for this. So if you want to join Innovation International and do solutions like these, join us at this website right here, innovationinternational.org. And if you want to do things like this, just go to the link and contact us. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. It has been an honor, and thank you, everyone.
Nicole, we just have some more time, so I would ask you to go back to that slide on the water and present that video showing your water project in development. Could you go back to that slide?
Yes, I just need to turn on my audio.
Yes, thank you.
The manatee is a gracious mammal that we are lucky to have in the Florida waterways. They are very resilient, but they live on an environment that is easily affected by humans, such as pollution, climate change, chemical product runoffs, and even boats can kill them. My proposal is for us to monitor a body of water where the manatees live, so we can be sure that a certain water characteristics are not changing abruptly, which can put them at risk. I would use tools such as water quality meters every month to see if there's significant changes that we can put the manatees' lives at risk. I would also use an underwater camera to check the existence of seagrass and its health to make sure the manatees have plenty of food. Over time, I'm thinking of improving the monitoring with a remote control boat so I can position the camera without disturbing much of the environment. Following the teachings of Thomas Edison, I keep improving. This diagram shows some of the improvements I have done to my prototype since I started developing it. So this is the prototype of the water quality monitor. And so right here is the boat prototype. And as you can see, the propellers are outside of the water because I want to avoid any negative impacts of the biodiversity underwater. And as you can see right here is where the camera is going to be, so the end user will be able to see underwater. And so these are one of the monitoring devices that I will use that would be inside the boat and which I will be talking about. And this is the remote control that can control these propellers over here. And I can show you a demonstration. So if I press A, this one turns on. And if I press B, this one turns on. So this propeller will be moving the boat forward, and this propeller will be turning the boat. This right here is the water temperature sensor, and so this device right here can go underwater, and I'll be able to get the calculations of the temperature to this display, and then the display would send a message through the Bluetooth to the phone, so the end user can be able to read off the temperatures on their phone. I am limited to one sensor, which is the water temperature sensor, but in the future, I would like to add many different types of sensors to complete this product and have a complete water quality monitor. I have already partnered with other organizations to execute a similar work in other countries, such as the Parkside Elementary School in Columbus, Indiana, to monitor the Wabash River and the freshwater mussels, which are in risk of extinction. The Tagaytay City Special Education Center in the Philippines, a school for students with special needs, needs to monitor the Taal Lake and the sardines that evolved to live in fresh water due to the abrupt separation from the sea caused by the Taal volcano. They're also in risk of extinction. The Irma Maria Horta School in Vitoria, Brazil, to monitor the local beaches which are being affected by the pollution and is being put at risk to the local marine life. This artwork was created by one of their students to raise awareness of the problem. The Greater Grace Child and Youth Development Center in Accra, Ghana, to monitor the Holy Pond, which is the local community depended for drinking water. The photo shows a project we had with them last year where we provided LED lamps with solar panels to provide a better study environment for their students. This proposed monitoring system has the potential to make a difference, not only for our beloved manatees, but also for many communities around the world. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Nicole. This is great. Before we move to another video, do we have any questions for anyone in the team in the guest list?
Yes. First of all, Nicole, in the very beginning of your presentation, you had a slide with everyone's name on it. Can you show that again, please?
Oh yeah, of course. Hold on 1 second.
I want to make sure that everyone gets to see their name.
Yes, of course.
I want everyone to see their name and be very proud of themselves.
These are all the special guests that are participating today. And I'm very grateful for you guys being here and talking about your experiences, your solutions. You guys are so awesome, incredible, and very talented people.
And Nicole, I want to correct you. You said how talented they were, and talent is very important. But what's even more important in the world is the will to keep working. There are lots of people who are talented and never accomplish anything because they don't want to put in the effort and the work. And everyone here has done that. And that's really what you should be proud of. You know, you have no control over your talent. You're born with a certain talent and with certain abilities, and that's all you can do. But with hard work, you can accomplish more with what you have. And that's what I want to say to everyone here. Congratulations, not on your talent, but congratulations on what you have done with your talent, the hard work and the effort you have done. Thank you all. And speaking of hard work and effort, thank you, Nicole. You are sort of the queen of hard work and effort.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jake. Does anybody have any questions for the special guest list here? Okay.
Actually, yes,
we have one
more, Ricardo, one more
yes.
thing. Nicole, can you stop the sharing? And if everyone could turn on their camera, I'd like to do a screenshot just so I have the pictures and the faces of everybody. You may not be able to turn on your camera, but if you can. And now look at the camera and smile. And Jessica, can you just move your head a little bit? There's a glare right in your eye. I don't know if you see that. Just slide over. Nope, the other way. Perfect. Great. Wonderful. Thank you all. This is wonderful.
Thank you, Jake. We have one more video that we would like to show here, but just to check if we have any additional questions to the team. All right. I will show one more video since we already have time for our 1 hour. This video is also an additional project that was conducted by, this is only a 2 minutes, so we're within our time. But this is a video that was another project that was created by Innovation International, and we're basically working on this. So let me share this. I'm gonna share with audio to make sure. So can everybody see the video here? I'm gonna start.
And appearing in several locations worldwide. So I decided to create a system that will alert the population when one is nearby, allowing them to plan their escape and saving lives. What you're going to see on the background here is the diagram of the whole solution, and I'm going to show you detail by module for you to see the value and advantages of each and every one of them. The first module is the sensor module. It detects smoke and heat and sends the information to a central location through a technology called LoRa, which provides long range and a low power consumption. This enables the sensors to be 20 miles apart and powered by solar panels. Several sensors can be spread around, with the central location collecting the data and informing the user. The second module enables the user to go over 20 miles distance and scaling up to the whole world. NASA offers a worldwide wildfire detection system online based on satellites. It can pinpoint a location up to meters and on a time frame up to minutes. Monitoring this service can enable users to be alerted way ahead of time. The fourth module is the normal internet connection that we can use to alert all users about a nearby wildfire. It will be used a regular messaging or texting to achieve this goal. The fifth and final module is used when there's no internet access. We all know that wildfires can interrupt those services. In such a case, I integrated the Meshtastic network, enabling users to text each other without the ability of a cell service or an internet service. This is a very important component in the solution because disasters can frequently bring down communication systems.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. Nicole, thank you very much for participating and for all the special guests. You're really special, and your participation made this really, really a wonderful presentation. So thank you very much. Thank you. Yes.